What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to give you a good summary of the data points, what they're truly saying right now, and if this is actually justified being at the $6 range-ish, and if this is just an overreaction or justified. So I'm going to go over all of that. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get right to it. So currently at $7, give or take, down 0.85%. And looking on the technicals, things are breaking down. And as I've been giving updates, you really need to watch these fib levels. So it did break this S1 at $7.36. So based on the technicals, things are looking very dangerous. But like I've said already, it is very much because of Tesla's earnings. And they did indicate several different things, one of which is increased competition, and B, a little bit more of a uncertainty in the market. And of course, when it comes down to Lucid, they have a very niche customer base and a target market, and they're not trying to target exactly the same customers that Tesla is. So in my opinion, I think it's kind of unjustified to assume that Lucid is going to go down as much as it did based on Tesla's actual earnings. So of course I could be very much wrong. I'm not a financial advisor, so you guys do your own due diligence at the end of the day. As far as Lucid though, there was some good news that did come out about the whole stealth appearance. And of course, in previous videos, I have indicated that most likely there is a little bit more of a demand problem with, for instance, the Air Grand Touring and also the Touring. Nothing wrong with that. Of course, Lucid is still trying to find its niche and things like that. And also on a side note, it does look like Lucid did actually update their website to make it look a little bit more intuitive and kind of hands-on. So I really do like Lucid's updates when it comes down to the website. But regardless, going back to the point, so Air Grand Touring and Touring, potentially this is where the stealth might actually be able to boost that demand, because of course based on this it only does apply to those two things, so Air Grand Touring and Touring. And the stealth does also and will give Lucid a little bit more additional revenue. So as you can see right here, stealth appearance is priced at $3,000, and that's for a metal roof, $6,000 for glass canopy. And in general, I think this is going to be very good, because when it came down to their Q4 earnings, there's two things that they really did single out, one of which was the peer and a little bit more of a supply chain issue, and second one was that there was a huge overwhelming demand for the stealth, but because of a similar kind of supply chain issue, they were unable to really ramp up on that. But based on this PR, it does look like not only did that get resolved, but it does look like they are now shipping on a international level and even locally as well. So definitely this is going to be very, very good. Unfortunately, as far as it helping the Q1 earnings, not so much. So of course that is coming out on May the 8th. So definitely this is going to benefit on a very positive aspect side on the Q2 earnings, whenever that might be, in August or whenever. But again, definitely something to stay tuned and look forward to. And like I already mentioned, looking on their actual website, the fact that they did update that, it goes to show that because of the recent maybe switching of VPs, someone found it advantageous to update their website. And in my opinion, I think it is a big change, and for the positive as well. Even looking at their map as far as overall studios, things have changed. So definitely I think the way this is all appearing is a lot more easier to manage, and hopefully in the remaining part of 2023 and 2024 there will be a lot more studios that you can actually see throughout Europe. But of course that's just a little bit more of a potential dream at this stage in the game. But outside of that news, there is no SEC filings, nothing along those lines, so definitely a pretty good thing in that regard, I guess. The 24th is also going to be their shareholder meeting, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'm going to be live streaming that as well. But like I mentioned, I don't anticipate any massive catalysts coming from as a result of that. And when it comes to, for instance, shorts, I'll give you guys a quick overview of everything that you need to know. So short score is currently 86, utilization at 100%, but it's been always at 100%. Shorts are currently increasing 1.07 million shares today. Cost to borrow is also going up, so 25.75%. So like I've said in the past, hypothetically, this is where Lucid has always had a good likelihood of a squeeze. The only thing it's really missed is a surprise catalyst. And as of right now, with it going down as much as it has been, it is fair to assume that if a good piece of news was to come out, with stochastic also being very oversold, it could go up very fast. And so this is why you do see cost to borrow going up. So even the average is 25, the max is 38. So definitely things are moving in the right direction. direction because as of right now, 23.33% of the free float's being shorted, and that works out to be almost about 150 million shares. And just on a dollar value, that works out to be $1.05 billion worth of shorts. So like I said, behind the scenes, this is something to watch for. I don't want to be one of those individuals that just shouts, squeeze, this is going to squeeze, but definitely something could happen that could result in that. Again, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. As far as options activity, things are a little bit more bearish in that regard, but I think they're just piggybacking off of the broader market and Tesla and things like that. So $654,000 in puts premium and $386,000 in call premium. So again, options activity doesn't necessarily move the stock price. It's just a little bit more of a sentiment. So again, just be aware of that. But like I said, some points to really watch for as of right now, $6.89, that is that S2, and vice versa, $7.36 on the way back up. So it was support at one stage, but once you break it, it does turn to a little bit more resistance. So definitely on the way up, these are some points you really need to watch for. Like I said, the earnings is coming next week. I don't anticipate too much from that. And again, who knows, there might be some additional information coming down the pipeline as well. But looking here, number of retail investors have just been getting out. So it's kind of odd to see that because based on the price action and the volume, it goes to show just big money is not necessarily there. So once again, I think some data points are very optimistic that if there is a good piece of news, it can easily go up. But right now, like I mentioned, with options activity, just reduced amount of volume, things and people are just scaling back, waiting for a better buying opportunity. So in my opinion, I feel that this is a very big overreaction and that even Lucid's kind of red flags that have been apparent for a while, which again was the demand problem, they are fixing that with the stealth. So the touring and the grand touring could definitely be a little bit more of a boost in demand as a result of that stealth. So once again, let me know you guys' thoughts on Lucid in the comments below. Give yourself a shout out in the comments below if you have been buying, selling, holding, what you've been doing. Give yourself a shout out because it has gone down quite a lot over the last couple of days and in my opinion a little bit more unjustified. But once again, give yourself a shout out. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And one final thing I just wanted to share with you, this promo is only good for April itself, and that is with 𝗪𝗧𝗧. Link in the description below and also the comments. Just open up a free account and you get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000, so even if you just sign up for the account, take advantage of that one free thing. Free is free, why not, right? 𝗪𝗧𝗧 also does offer $0 commission, free level 2 trading, so definitely some things for you to be aware of. But without further ado, I appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.